It's about the experience. Anybody can sell a car, but the experience is what brings the customer back. And this is how we stand up a little different than other dealers.
Hello and welcome to Best in Showroom, powered by EyeQ Monitoring. I'm David Snow, your host, and today we're joined by Victor Silva, used car operations service manager for Mercedes-Benz of Buckhead in Atlanta, Georgia, and Ken Scheder, director of Automotive Business Intelligence for EyeQ Monitoring. Gentlemen, welcome to Best in Showroom. Great to have you here. Victor, we want to learn about your business. We want to learn about how you think about success, how you drive success, but we also want to learn about you and how you ended up in retail automotive, how you got the car bug. And then, of course, Ken Scheder is an expert in the automotive retail business. It's so great to have you as part of this conversation. You and Victor are buddies.
Yeah, good to see you, Victor.
Nice seeing you.
So, Victor, you were born in Brazil, right? Tell us about coming from Brazil. How did you make it to the U.S.? What were the circumstances?
My father, being a police officer, they opened a consulate and they need somebody here. We came to be in Atlanta, fell in love with it, and that's our story.
How did you get the car bug? What got you interested in retail automotive?
A friend of us told me about Mercedes-Benz of Buckhead, which was back then fairly new. I was only a year old back then. I came and I had a conversation with the new director. And the interview was amazing. And right there and then, they hired me. And that's my story. It started back in 2005, May 5th, 2005.
Well, what did you like about the business? Was there anything related to Mercedes-Benz? Was it the location? Was it the culture?
I have been asked that question several times before. And one thing that stands out to me is serving with excellency. The brand is standalone on that principle. You come to be part of the family. You understand what it's all about, serving somebody. Not just because we're selling you a car, for that matter, or servicing your unit, for that matter. It's beyond that. It's a relationship. It was so honest. It was so pure. It kind of keep you on the edge at all times, being part of the solution. And deliver a solution to a customer, you're part of something extraordinary. That what caught my attention. When we first started, we come from something very small. And then we stepped up to this amazing facility that we have. We have the bragging rights to be one of the biggest on the Southeast. It's a privilege. And there's always people trying to catch up to us. But, we had 1 million square feet, 1,500 cars in the lot, 4 stores building, 200 employees. It's an extraordinary operation.
They're a high-volume dealership, especially for a high-line dealer like Mercedes-Benz. With that comes a lot of challenges, obviously, as Victor knows. The more volume you have, the more moving parts you have, the more people you have to manage. They do a very, very good job. They are innovators. They're never afraid to put new technology in place to become as efficient as possible. If we can create efficiencies within the service process and be a little more personable with our guests, obviously that's a huge benefit. It creates brand loyalty as well as specific dealership loyalty. Victor and his team does a great job with that.
A lot of dealers, they choose the volume versus the logistic of it, as Scheder mentioned it. But we took up as a challenge and we made it. It's amazing being part of it. Serving the community, over 20,000 customers, that tells us that we have done something extraordinary.
If a young person who wants to be ambitious within the automotive retail space talks to you and says, what are some pitfalls I should avoid? What comes first to your mind?
Don't give up your goal. It's hard. Car business is really hard, just like everything in this life, right? I don't care where you land. It's your passion. Number one, find your passion. And then from there, you just got to be patient. It takes a long time. I started back in the car wash. I was an everyday guy. My director, Jeffrey Meeker, had the same background. And he said, Vic, it's possible. You can grow within. You just got to follow the process, trust the system, understand the brand, and deliver customer appreciation. We have a bunch, over 20 techs, very young, full of life, that live in the world that we're living with a lot of technology. And we tell them every time, be patient, understand, but the main goal is customer appreciation. If we do this because of the customer, because of what the brand promising the consumer.
Can you think of any early customer interactions or customer situations that you're very proud of?
Personally, I have several stories, like I mentioned. Because I was on every department, I had the privilege to participate on everything. But there was a point in my life I was doing roadside. I got labeled the best roadside in the country against 380 dealers, promoting service on the side of the road for a customer. But I could just have driven by and kept on going. But I stopped on my personal car as a roadside technician with no tools, made a phone call, promote a solution, and this customer fell in love with the brand. And to this day, interesting enough, has been our customer. Their kids bought cars from us. And again, it's that small connection on a daily basis that makes this single dealer here different than everybody else. It's just the mentality.
It's like choosing a doctor or choosing a dentist. It's all about how you're treated when you're there, what kind of a relationship you have with the team that makes you keep coming back. That's what surveys are all about. When you go in and you get your car serviced, at the end of that service process, you get a survey. And they ask you a bunch of questions about how your service was. Was the service advisor personable with you? Was the car fixed properly? What did the facilities look like? Did they greet you when you come in? All that is surveyed and then rolled up in something called CSI, Customer Satisfaction Index. And the manufacturers look at those numbers and then give special treatment, if you will, to the dealers that measure up in that regard. So it's a big deal. That's really what separates one dealer from another. And that's what connects to brand loyalty and then very specifically dealership loyalty. Why there's 7 Mercedes-Benz dealerships in the Atlanta market. Why are they going to Mercedes-Benz of Buckhead? Why are they the fastest growing and the largest body out there? It's not really their location, to be quite honest with you. It's because of the service that they give. Everybody on that team has to greet the customer by name when possible and build that rapport early on and all the way through the service process so they keep wanting to come back to that dealership.
It took us 20 years plus to build and get this amount of knowledge, character, presence available for the customers, and the customers benefit from. And with EyeQ Monitoring, as a partner with us, we increased that to the highest level when it comes to security, and we're going to talk about it a little bit, but it's a big group of good people that understand the vision, willing to do what needs to be done for the customer. Customer is a number one. Customer is priority. From the greeters, from the service riders, from service managers, sales department, the floor, the cafe that we own, all the above. It's about the experience. Anybody can sell a car, but the experience is what brings the customer back. And this is how we stand out a little different than other dealers.
Since we're talking about people and the importance of people, what's it like out there in the labor market, recruiting new talent and new team members to Mercedes-Benz of Buckhead? Does it differ from previous years, previous decades?
It's not just about throwing a dollar sign and bring somebody in as a tech. And it took years to build that family-oriented idea that this is it. This could be a longevity opportunity. But for the new people coming in, it's hard. It's not impossible. It's like finding a diamond on the rough. You know, it takes time. It takes precision. A lot of our people stay with us. Some people decided to leave, and it's okay. But 60% plus out there, to say out of 188 employees now, stay with us.
And of course, Victor, your own personal story is you worked your way up through the system. You've remained part of the Buckhead family for a while. The younger employees must look at you and say, oh, look, there's a path. There's a path to achievement if I stay here and achieve excellence.
Very much. It's the ultimate price I pay. I'm very young. I have kids. I have a life, a good lifestyle for my family. But it was never just flowers. It was sometimes very hard. I started on the minimum wage, proved myself up, took all my classes through the Learning League through MBUSA, got the privilege to be sent out to Germany, Stuttgart for a 7-day trip as a recognition for my excellency through all the programs that I was part of it. So you understand that this could be a career path. This could be amazing. So some young people come in, they you know how it goes nowadays. They want to be quick with it. And sometimes it's not like that. Unfortunately, it's not a reality, especially on a car business. Your actions prove that you're willing to be part of the system, part of the program. I'm a living witness of it. I was part of it, and it just keep growing with it until where I'm sitting now, which is amazing place to be at.
Dealers that are really smart are looking for just a couple of things. Obviously, you want, as a tech, you have to be good with your hands. You have to have interest in that. But beyond that, the best dealers and best groups, like Group 1, for example, believe in a certain culture. You got to have a certain culture within the dealership. And they're looking for people that fit that culture. And if they don't feel like there's a fit there, it's probably not a good opportunity to invest in that individual with training and what have you to bring them up and through the group. So some of the better groups out there are really, really good at identifying a good fit for their culture, either through personality tests or interviews. Is it tough to hire at the advisor level and tech level in this industry? Yes. But if you do it right, as Victor mentioned, you're going to have a huge retention rate, which is important.
Let's get down to some business factors and what makes the Buckhead operation successful. Victor, how do you think about fixed ops and service and parts as sort of a profit backbone to the Buckhead operation?
Well, it's the foundation of it, obviously. The both worlds needs to see eye to eye. A lot of dealers, they separate sales, variable from fix up, vice and versa. And we're trying to change that with Group 1. It's a necessary reality when it comes to service and parts with the team to balance that with sales. So it's a whole big, everybody's part of the same pot kind of thing.
100%. The best dealers know that there needs to be good communication between departments. If there's good communication between those two departments, the dealership tends to be very successful. When there's not, there's tools out there, and we provide some of those, that help to connect both sides of the business. As Victor knows, he uses all of our solutions.
All the time.
I will say that fixed ops is designed, the reason it's called fixed ops, it's designed to pay for the dealership. The service aspect of a dealership is designed to pay all the bills for that dealership, including all labor, et cetera, everything. The facility, all the machinery, all of the equipment, all of the salaries. It's designed to pay for all of that. So that leaves the variable side, the sales side. What is the sales side responsible for? Just making profit beyond that. Service is so important, and the rest is icing on the cake.
That's correct. I agree 100%. It's such a big operation. Think about it. Like I mentioned earlier, 1 million square foot, 1,500 cars on the lot. What makes a customer drive by 2 other dealers to come to our facility to do the same service that 2 others can have done probably faster, closer to home? And it's the people. And that's the secret of it. It's just, people ask, what is the magic bullet? There is none of that. It's just the people, the knowledge available that promotes a solution. And sometimes we don't have all the solutions, but we need to communicate with the customer in a transparent sort of way that they understand and acknowledge that we're trying to just be part of what needs to be done. So for us, it's hard. It's crazy amount of hours. We're doing 100 plus appointments a day. The idea is pushing 180 through the service drive at all times. It's a lot of moving pieces, but it's doable. We have done for 20 years, and we're still growing. We're not going to slow down anymore. If anything, we're expanding.
Let's get down to a function that Ken Scheder and the EyeQ Monitoring people know quite well, which is security. There's a lot of solutions that EyeQ Monitoring provides, but with a lot that large, with an operation that large, and with so many valuable assets that could be damaged, stolen, how do you think about security? What is the challenge, and then how do you meet the challenge?
I have no challenge because EyeQ Monitoring took that over from me, and since they did it, all those problems went away. I'm not just a propaganda person now, but fact. It was about 15 years ago, as a possibility, somebody broke in. It happens. They stole a lot of wheels. The camera system that we had back then was not capable to provide the solutions that we looked for back then. And then this company shows up, send amazing sales force. And since then, it came to be this partnership that have saved us thousands of dollars on a daily basis. When I say from the smallest circumstance to the most complicated. So yes, for some people, it's a problem. For me, it's not, because I have EyeQ Monitoring and they're amazing with it. All my inventory is safe. They got 183 cameras on site, live monitoring, and everything's under the umbrella.
For someone who doesn't really understand the automotive retail business and understand sort of the realities, what are the bad things that can happen? Let's pretend that we don't have AI-enabled video cameras or live monitoring. What do bad actors want to do on a lot like yours?
A lot of scamming. On the sell side, the same thing, a lot of scamming. But again, once the technology is available, we make that very noticeable for whoever walks through those doors. As you walk into our facility, you will be noted that it's a lot of units, cameras available. And our people talk about it. We're proud of it to mention that we are safe as an employee, that you are safe as a customer. And if anybody besides that has a bad intention, they kind of think twice. But we have circumstances that a neighbor dealer from us, a problem where 17 cars was stolen, they try our dealer and they never succeed because of the team that we have and the partnership we have with EyeQ. They dispatched the police, and by then, no units was taken from our lot. Like I say, versus the dealer right around the corner, unfortunately, they had lost 16 units to a very organized crime group.
I mean, that's not just a theft. It's like, grand larceny, RICO type situation.
Can I point out that that's not our customer?
That's
that had the 16 units.
It's not your customer. It's not your customer.
Just to be clear.
We can share another story. The riots happened. Atlanta went through a turbulence time. Our dealer got hit. The young kids broke the front glass. The response with the team and the communication, it's so flawless. It was easy because I went home and they call and then I make it back. The dealer was safe. They have the microphone, the bullhorns going, and it cost us $180,000 in loss. But it could be way worse. It's not just an alarm system. It's greater than.
Vehicle thefts are rampant. Typically, it's the most expensive vehicles on the lot, which are featured in the front of the lot. Catalytic converters, popular. If you don't have good security, they can slip under the car and cut one of those out in less than a couple of minutes. They want the copper now. Radios, you name it. Sometimes it's homeless people who are looking for a warm place to sleep and want to break in and do that. So at EyeQ, we believe in deterrence first. We have flashing lights. We use intelligent live monitoring. So we have AI-infused cameras that are looking for and discerning between a person or a dog and a cat running by or a branch blowing in the wind, et cetera, right? So we identify there's a person. As soon as the camera identifies that, it kicks it over to our SOC, our Security Operations Center, which is right here in Atlanta. We do everything here in the U.S. And as soon as we identify that individual might be some type of a threat, we'll talk them down through speakers. It's not an automated message like most of our competitors. This is actually one of our agents talking to them. You in the blue shirt. The dealership is closed. Please come back on Monday when it's open again, or what have you. If that does not deter the individual, then we have something that's unique called an incident code. And we'll push that incident code directly to the local police department. We have relationships with all the PDs around the country. They now have the ability to view the same thing our security agent is viewing on their phone or on their dash. So now they have situational awareness, which is very, very important for them, right? Now they know how many people are involved. Are they armed? Where are they on the lot? So what does that mean for our clients? Immediate service from the police department.
Just give us a sense of what is business intelligence solutions? How have you experienced success by using kind of newer technologies to support your business?
I'm a pioneer. I'm a pilot dealer for them. I love the technology. They always bring me new ideas. And the answer is always yes. The technology has changed this whole game in our favor because now it's not something that we worry about on a daily basis. And for us, it's all being recorded with the 180 cameras. Sure, it's a lot of cameras. But the idea is to keep our people safe, our customers safe, our inventory, our investment. Thank you, EyeQ. This is the honest answer. And looking forward for the next big thing available out there.
Let's go back to 1,000-foot level. What makes you excited to be part of a major automotive retail operation right now going forward? What makes you excited about the future of this industry and excited about more success?
Wow, good question. On a daily basis for the past several years, I have seen the market change. We still hold our roots, but we are willing to adapt to what is ahead of us for a possibility that our customer can benefit, our employees can benefit from it. So what gets me excited, it's the day-to-day operation. I refuse to work for any other dealer successful to their own ideas, but not willing to grow and adapt. So my answer to that, it's the operation, the technology, the people, the brand, the innovation that happen on a daily basis with the brand, and all of the above.
You're asking about what we're excited about with the industry. And for me, it's the technology. Now with AI, we're moving at a fast pace, right? So we have a lot of exciting things coming down the pike. And we're very thankful to Victor and the team at Mercedes-Benz of Buckhead, to the Brancos for first bringing us on aboard way back when, a dozen years plus ago. And now with Group One, continue to act as our incubator for our new technologies. We have two sides of the business. The first side is the security side, which we call Virtual Guard. And the other side is business intelligence. Business intelligence focuses during operational hours, right? Not just securing overnight, but during operational hours. It's really all about creating efficiency in the service process and the sales process. We connect those two departments. We also look at pre-existing damage when vehicles come into the service drive, things of that nature, so that we can upsell and reduce our liability for repairing that type of damage. And then also we focus on the consumer experience, the rapport that's built between the customer and the dealership, making sure the team knows when a client is on the premises and where their vehicle is in the service process. These are some of the things that we're incubating right now at Mercedes-Benz of Buckhead, and we'll have ready for the market here in the near future. So we're very excited to partner with Victor and the team over there. Exciting stuff coming down the pike.
Perfect.
There's so much more to talk about. And Victor, I hope we can have you back in the future, because you are adopting new technologies and new business practices at such a rapid pace that if we want to see the future of automotive retail, we're going to have to check in with you on a regular basis. But for now, we're going to say goodbye to Victor Silva, used car and operations service manager for Mercedes-Benz of Buckhead in Atlanta, Georgia, and Ken Scheder, director of Automotive Business Intelligence for EyeQ Monitoring. Gentlemen, thank you for joining a Best in Showroom episode, and have a great day.
David, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Victor, see you soon.
Thank you, David. I'll see you.